Hi, Damien.
Okay. Hi. Okay. Good afternoon, Madam Mayor and members of the General Issues Committee. My name is Damien Ash, and I'm a member of Acorn Hamilton's downtown chapter and a tenant in Ward 2. I also join our allies in the Just Recovery Coalition in delegating today. While modern life presents us with many pressing issues, I believe housing and its affordability is the #1 problem we as a city face. The Ontario Human Rights Commission reports, without appropriate housing, it is often not possible to get and keep employment, to recover from mental illness and other disabilities, to integrate into the community, to escape physical or emotional violence, or to keep custody of children. Appropriate housing in this case doesn't just mean in size, but in affordability. The average rent for a one-bedroom in Hamilton is $1,600 a month. At a minimum wage job working 40 hours a week, that is 64% of one's income. Experts tell us housing costs should be no more than 30%, meaning the minimum wage has to more than double today just to keep up with the rent increases we've seen in the last 5 years. As an example, when I moved into my unit 5 years ago, it cost $800. That same unit today costs $1,695 and is advertised as 555 square feet. For those on permanent disability, myself included, we receive $522 per month to cover shelter cost, making finding housing an impossible task. So many of us are stuck where we chose to move, 5 to 8 years ago. I know many people that are forced to live in horrific conditions: cockroach bedbug infestations, mice and rats, ceilings falling down, and mold everywhere, causing them to develop worsening or new health conditions, putting a strain on another system that can't handle it, our healthcare system. These people deserve to live with dignity, and is why housing must be declared a human right. But in the meantime, there are several things we can do today to help ease the suffering inflicted by the affordability housing crisis we are in. Acorn hopes to see tenant issues prior towards this term and budget. One is a citywide landlord licensing program to ensure healthy housing conditions and restrict rent eviction based on the Rent Safe program from Toronto, Ontario, and anti-rent eviction policy in New Westminster, BC. Expanding the Tenant Defense Fund to cover N12s and maintenance applications. The program is essential in supporting tenants to keep their homes against predatory landlords looking to maximize profits. 3, protections against demoviction. We need strong tenant assistance and rental replacement policy. If demolition permits are approved in destroying affordable housing stock, we don't yet know the implications of Bill 23, but we need the city to do everything in its power to protect tenants from demoviction. And then dealing with extreme heat. As we deal with the changing climate, our summers will see an increase in heat and humidity, making living without AC not just unbearable, but also dangerous. We need a maximum heat bylaw and support to retrofit apartment buildings. Acorn looks forward to working with City Councillors, City staff, and our allies this term to protect low and moderate income tenant communities in Hamilton. Thank you for your time, and I will try to answer any questions anyone has.
Thank you, Damien. You did very well.
Thank you.
Are there any questions from council? Seeing none, sorry. Councillor Alex Wilson, please.
My apologies. I'm going to be trying to be faster with my hand. I'll note my e-scribe is not working, but I do try that first.
It's okay. Thank you.
So right at the end there, Damien, thank you so much for your delegation. You mentioned we need a maximum heat bylaw and support to retrofit rental housing. Can you speak a little bit about how are renters kind of experiencing this need for retrofits? Do you have access to retrofit funding?
Thank you, Damien. Go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I know lots of people who, they had air conditioning in the past, but maybe the unit breaks, or landlords say, no, you can't use it anymore because maybe they don't pay for hydro, so the landlord doesn't want the extra cost. So that they have to take the AC unit out and just rely on fans. And, when you're 17 stories up, fans don't do anything for that humidity. So you're just sitting there in your own sweat all day. Most people have trouble sleeping. So yeah, I think it's a very important issue going forward.
Councillor, supplemental? No, thank you. Any further questions? Thank you again,
Okay,
Damien.
thank you very much.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Jessica Maroli, respecting the 2023 municipal budget and the 2023